Welcome back to the channel. I'm Big Mike and this is my garage gym. Before we get started, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to comment below what pieces or piece of equipment you would like to see be reviewed on this channel. It's gonna be a little bit like this video, minimalistic in the fact that I'm just gonna show it to you, tell you guys about it, and that's gonna be it. No B-roll, no fancy tricks, just the information you actually want and need to see. So give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to comment below. Okay, so starting it off, we have the Body Solid Back Hyperextension and the BCG 50-pound sandbag. The BCG 50-pound sandbag you can find at Academy for about 50 bucks. I think it's a pretty good value, especially since the sand is already in there, so you don't have to do any work. Just get it, use it, and you're done. And then the back hyperextension I got for 50 bucks on Marketplace. So together they're pretty cool. The landmine is a Yes For All landmine. I actually don't use that one anymore. I use the one on the Smith machine I'm about to show you, but it's a pretty good one, and I think it was like 25 bucks or so. The Proform bike is my only piece of cardio equipment in the garage gym, but I paid 300 bucks for it and I've used it ever since. Probably been in here for about 2 years. Speaking of 2 years, this Titan Fitness functional trainer has been in here that long as well. It's really heavy duty and I like it a lot, especially since I got it before the price and upgrade. The price went up is what I meant to say. And then it was upgraded. I got this for about 2,000 bucks and I think I paid exactly what it's worth. $2,500 is a little bit more to swallow. I don't think I would have bought it if it was at the price that it is today, even with the shiny red upgrades. Cool. So moving on to the barbells, I actually have a few. I won't talk about them in extent because, like I said, if you guys want to see anything specifically, just comment below what you guys like to see me talk about more. This multi-grip barbell is going to start us off here. It's the Yes For All multi-grip barbell that you can find on Amazon or Walmart.com. It's about $76, 80 something dollars if you pay the taxes on it or whatever, but it's really good. I actually decided to get it because I didn't want to pay that much for another specialty bar, especially since you'll see that I've paid a lot for some of these barbells and they essentially do the same thing. I'm not like any of the other YouTube channels where I'm willing to spend that much money just for a review. So there's that. And I don't have any affiliate links, so I'm not making money off of these videos. Anyway, this trap bar is as basic as they come, but it works just as well as any other trap bar. No, it's not open, so I guess it's not as versatile as any of the other trap bars, but it works. It does the job. It weighs 55 pounds and is from Bolt Fitness Supply. That right there is going to get its own video. It is the beater bar of all beater bars. It's the Weider 7-foot Olympic bar. I laugh because it's 30 bucks and it literally has no differentiation from any of the other shit barbells that you can find on the market. That one right there, yes, the one in the middle, is the Iron Grip Olympic barbell. Got it for like 30 bucks off of a guy that was managing a gym, and that is its counterpart, the 15 kg version of that Iron Grip barbell. Both of those bars retail for like 500 bucks, and I got them for $30 and $10. All right, cool. On the wall, we got the Semper Fidelis Strength Co bar, and man, it is such a sweet and beautiful bar. As you can see, I'm already starting to beat it up a lot. Actually, it's been in here for about a year, I think, but it's probably my priciest bar at 500 bucks. Man, that was tough for me to swallow. But that didn't sound right. This is the Bella bar from Rogue Fitness. Probably my second most expensive bar because I bought it for my wife and it was like 300 bucks or so. This Rogue Fitness squat bar I got from Marketplace for about $150, I think. So pretty good price, but I will say I have used it a total of like 2 or 3 times. It's just too thick, I'm too small, and my hands aren't that big. So if you're a small guy like me, yeah, you might be able to grow accustomed to the feel of it, but I didn't, so I don't use it. And this is my Rogue deadlift bar, probably my most favorite bar in the gym because it makes me feel strong, especially using the bumpers that I have. It just makes it look like I'm stronger than I am. So that's pretty cool. This barbell right here is the Camo barbell from True Grit Fitness. And I think I paid like 180 bucks. Usually retails for like 300. It's a good barbell. It has really, really good spin. I'll see if I can show you here. It has good spin. And I like using it for my Olympic lifts whenever I actually do them, which is like twice a year. The Rogue deadlift bar cost me, I think, 225 bucks out of the Boneyard, so pretty good deal there. All right, moving on. Oh, this is a full deadlift jack from Titan Fitness. Used to be like 80 bucks. Now I think they sell it for like 120. I thought that was at least notable. Oh, right, if we're naming everything off. The 9-bar holder there is from Yes For All as well. Also on Amazon.com for about 50 or 60 bucks. And then this is the 6-bar wall holder gun rack from Titan Fitness. Also bought it for like 100 bucks, I think. It's a lot, I know. But it holds the barbells and it does its job, so there's that. All right, moving on to the rack. This is the Titan Fitness T2 Power Rack. It has served its purpose and it works very, very well. Once upon a time, I made a video about how I thought there was a hole missing, but there isn't. It works very well. It has all the attachments you might want to get. And well, as much as I've wanted to replace it, I just haven't been able to convince myself because there is no reason to. It can hold up to 800 pounds, which is well over anything I'll ever squat. Even as a box squat, I think the most I've ever unracked is like 450 pounds. So I'm nowhere even close to meeting the limit or meeting the limit as far as what it can hold. So I got safeties, I got weight pins, I got the Fitness Reality dip attachments. Like, I've pretty much done everything I wanted to do with the rack. I might get the dumbbell holders in the future, but that's about it. This is the SS Yoke from Elite FTS, and I paid $150 for it on Marketplace. Going back to the rack really quick, because I forgot to mention, with all the attachments, I think I paid $450 for the rack, which is not far off from what the price is now on the website, which is like $399, I think. On sale, it usually goes for like 300 bucks. But yeah, I think I got a pretty sweet deal, and the rack works, so there's that. These bumper plates are really, really awesome. I'm actually ordering another set of the 45s, and I'll just add on from there until I can put 405 on the bar with just the blues. I'll probably get rid of the reds because I have no purpose for them. I don't think they look all that great in the sense that red isn't my favorite color, blue is. So as far as pounds go, I think I just want sets of blues and the greens and then the change plates, and I'll be good. And then I have the 10s and the 15s as well because I figure my wife will eventually get back in here and start working out, and that is for her to start warming up with. And of course, anytime I'm Olympic lifting, the 10s and the 15s do me well as well. I think I paid $550 for everything. Got a super massive discount on them. So pretty happy about that. Moving on into the rack, I saw this on an Instagram post where somebody put their adjustable dumbbells behind the rack, and so that's where mine live. These are the Newell 5 through 80 pound dumbbells. They work fantastically, although I will say before I get into like any extensive review that they rust a little bit easier than well, I guess I can't really compare them to anything else. The rubber hex dumbbells I used to have rust just as fast. I don't know, I'm lazy, guys. Anyways, I paid about $1,000. I think they were $850 plus $150 or so for the actual dumbbell rack there. So about $1,000 for all of that. But it works, and they still work perfectly after 2 years. So pretty sweet setup. Okay, moving on. I have a couple of random things here on this, what I would call storage system, but it's really just a rack that I got from Walmart for like $80, I think, $85. And yeah, there's quite a few things. There's some slam balls. There's this little mat that I use to warm up on. I got my computer laying there, a weight vest, some random stuff that probably shouldn't be there. My sleeves, some boxing stuff that I used to use back in the day, my printer up at the top, a shit ton of shoes that I don't ever put on, some Olympic rings that I thought I was going to use, but it turns out I'm really weak, so I didn't want to expose that. a foam roller, some kettlebells. I need to expand my kettlebells, actually. I've gotten into some kettlebell training recently, and although it might be short-lived, I'm willing to admit that it'd be nice to have some heavier ones and maybe a combination of some. So we'll see. I think I just hit myself on the safety squat bar. But anyways, I think in total for those, the one with Arnold on it, I got for free. It was a going away gift. And the rest of them I paid 50, 25, and $20. So 45, $95 for those kettlebells, which I know is a lot. But yeah, let's just say the ensemble of accessory stuff that I never touch, it costs like $150 plus the kettlebells at 95. I don't know, $240, $245. I got a bunch of magazines over here, a bunch of presents for my son's birthday. It just kind of looks like trash, but it's not, I promise. I used to have an Ethos Westside style bench, so there's that there that I forgot to give to the guy that was buying it from me. And then, of course, this is probably one of the newest pieces to my home gym. It's a Smith machine that I got off of Walmart. It's Balance From, I think, is the brand-ish. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I actually prefer this Smith machine over the Weider and Marcy versions that you might have seen in your local sporting goods store for like $700 to $1,000. This one ran me almost $600 if you factor in taxes, and it is really smooth. I love Smith machine training, so it's really well, like, I don't know, it's smooth. That's what I can honestly say. And it holds a lot of weight. It does shake, it does move around, I'll tell you that right now. But for the price and for how strong I am, I think it's actually really incredibly stable, and you don't feel it while you're working out. So that's what I think matters. It has a pull-up bar attachment. It has these J hooks and safeties, and it has 4 weight storage pins there, and then 2 barbell storage holders. I don't know what you would call them. And then it also has a set of the band pins, which is nice. And this is the landmine that I use now because it like rotates in place and still slides this way, which is nice. The other one didn't do that. But yeah, $600 for this setup right here. And it's pretty cool. Okay, pretty funny story about that little box there. I thought it was going to be bigger. I paid like $60-$80 for it. I really thought it was going to be like the 16, 24, and 30-inch one. I just I don't know, I can't do dimensions, you know, like that's not me. And then the last thing in the garage gym, it's probably one of the newer sets or pieces of equipment that I have here, is the powerlifting equipment here that you see from Titan Fitness. It's the Titan Fitness weight tree that cost me about $170. The calibrated weight set, 3 reds and 1 pair of everything else. I think altogether, including the weight tree, was about $2,500. And then the combo rack would be about $650 with tax. So you got your bench, you got the combo rack itself, and it is really good. I love having this thing. It's pretty much all I've used so far in my training. I've essentially stopped using the power rack. I think that's why I use the SSB so much, so that I can have a reason to use the power rack, because otherwise I'm using just this combo rack right here, which is not super safe, but yeah, it works. It's awesome. And this is a look at the entirety of the gym. And then of course the last bar here is the Bare Naked Power Bar by Bells of Steel. Pretty sweet buy, 220 bucks, or 200 bucks if you can find it on sale. And yeah, that's it. I think I said that was $650. So that's the entire gym. There's a Yukon bar kind of hiding there. I'm trying to sell it because I don't use it. I use the SSB more often. So yeah, that's it. Somehow I walked right past this adjustable bench. I had a Rep Fitness bench that was exactly like this. There's a ton of companies that make them like this now. And I liked it a lot, but I thought I needed to upgrade. Total Ab Bench from TrueGrit, and it was good. I bought it for 150 bucks. It was awesome, but I kind of missed the way that this one worked, the adjustability of it. And so I went back to this one, but this is the TrueGrit version that I also bought for 150 bucks. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it comes down to preference when it comes to adjustable benches, especially since there are so many on the market. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you guys liked anything that you saw and you would like to see more, just comment below and I'll try to make a review or some kind of video based around that item, so that way you guys can know a little bit more about it. If not, but you still enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. I know I already said that in the beginning, but just do it anyways if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next flex.